Hey Scorpio, we're going to do your monthly reading for November 2020. And this is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's a general reading, so it won't resonate for everyone. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Energies can be transferable, so keep that in mind. I pre-shuffled all of these decks, but I like to give them a little bit more of a shuffle. Let's go ahead and start with your signifier, Scorpio. Scorpio energy for November reading. We have the Death card in reverse. For some of you, you might be resisting change, resisting the ending of an old cycle and the beginning of a new one. But we'll see when we clarify. I will say just try to keep in mind that it's caterpillar to butterfly type evolution for everyone, you know. And let's go ahead and get into your main spread for November. Scorpio November reading. Okay, so for your situation in November, we have the Hierophant. So you might be rededicating yourself to some kind of belief that you feel strongly about, whether it's spirituality or a life purpose or a job, or, you know, you might be rededicating yourself to family, but this is definitely a devotion card. So that is the situation of November. And then for what's undermining you is the moon, which can mean that there are some things that are unknown, maybe some secrets that are sowing seeds of doubt, or maybe limiting your beliefs for yourself and affecting your self-esteem. So for your suggested action, the Fortune's Wheel. So what I see here is, you know, obviously there's a heart and the Wheel of Fortune, a lot of stars, and the 10. So again, we have two cycle cards type of thing here. So the action required is through your heart space, move confidently into your new fortune, your new cycle. Use your karmic lessons, use everything that has brought you to where you are today, and use it to move forward as a tool, not as a wound. Use your dream work, do dream work, meditation. This will help you get in tune with what those what all of your experiences exactly meant, all of your karmic experiences, if you're not quite understanding. So, but there's a lot of change coming here in November. And then for the outcome, we have 8 of Air. You might be in an energy towards the end of the month where you're feeling like, oh, I should have accomplished this by now, or oh, I doubt this about myself. It's all headspace and it's all illusion. It's all usually ego that isn't there to protect you in that moment. It's actually hindering you. So 8 of Air is, you know, obviously some more of those self-limiting beliefs or ideas, the stories that we tell ourselves that just aren't true. So that might be an energy that you might be fighting at the end of the month. And of course, you will be triumphant. So let's go ahead and clarify the Death card in reverse. Scorpio. Scorpio signifier. The Fool. So definitely move forward out of this cycle. Don't doubt your evolution. Don't doubt your transformation. move forward out of this ending into a new beginning with a super eager, vibrant heart. Sure, there's the moon there. Sure, there are things that are unknown, but as long as you're grounded in reality, you are going to stay on that, you're going to be on the correct path to new beginnings that give you this colorful, vibrant reality and an adventure. It's going to feel very adventurous and new, and it's going to make you, it's maybe even bring in a lot of profit, since that's one of the rainbow cards, which is like pentacles. So just be open to this transformation. Be open to turning into a phoenix, because these new beginnings are going to bring you a lot of things that you never expected for yourself. I want to pull one more card to clarify your signifier for November. Scorpio signifier, the Death card in reverse and the Fool. The Page of Wands in reverse. So you have two major arcana and the Page of Wands in reverse. So it's kind of like, it's kind of, I kind of feel like universe is nudging you to take action, to take mature action, to not just be a talker and a thinker, but to become a doer and not be burned by your own fire, to move forward in a mature way, because that Page of Wands, especially in reverse, is a very immature and maybe impulsive card. So definitely, especially with the Fool, move forward with the lessons that you learned. Don't forget the lessons. Don't foolishly forget the lessons. Make sure that you remind yourself that there are mountains in both of these cards. There are mountains in both of these cards. There is a lot that is unknown. So don't forget to ground yourself in reality. Take responsible, clear action and become the phoenix. You know, don't go from caterpillar to butterfly just to run out in front of a car. Wow, why did that come to my head? All right, Spirit, let's go ahead and clarify Hierophant for the situation this month. Hierophant for November, Scorpio. We have 3, celebration. You might be going out and hanging out with friends, reconciling maybe with some friends. You also might be collaborating with a lot of people, maybe on spiritual healing. You guys might be, for some of you, joining like groups, spiritual groups of women or men. But yeah, definitely like rededicating yourself to something that brings you a lot of emotional joy, or making, you know, peace with family, peace with a husband or wife or mother. All right, let's clarify this situation for November. Scorpio. We have the 8 or the 9 of Wands. So, for the situation, you might be coming out of an energy where you were putting up so many barriers to the point where you were isolating yourself. You were putting up so many. See how he put in so much work to put up that barrier, and it left him feeling isolated and sick. He's got a bandage on his head and he doesn't look, you know, healthy. So you might be coming out of that energy where you might have been involved with a fire sign in the past that made you feel like you had to protect yourself and impulsively move in one direction very quickly and impulsively. That's not for all of you. That's just one message for a few people. But now for some of you, you might be moving towards, you know, your family, your roots, and celebrating and moving out of the energy of some kind of self-sabotage due to having to like protect yourself and over too much. Okay, let's go ahead and clarify the moon. But this also is a call to like still rely on yourself. Don't become dependent on anybody else again, type thing. Don't ever depend on anybody else again, because then you will feel like you have to run away and isolate yourself. Okay. Clarify what's undermining you, the moon. Scorpio, the moon. Ordinariness. I think you might be afraid of the calm. You might be afraid of things not happening, things moving too slowly, things being too ordinary, because it brings doubts that things unknown, you know, that something unknown is happening. Like, I don't know what, you know. But the thing about this card in the Zen Osho Tarot is telling you that even though things seem ordinary and very grounded and calm right now, a lot of magic and inner workings are happening, especially if you're doing shadow work or something like that. If things seem a little bit too calm, things are actually in the works for you. The divine is going to work for you, and so, you know, co-creating with you. So for this being in your undermining you position, don't be afraid of the ordinariness. Don't be afraid of the calm. And don't be afraid to take time away from work to celebrate. Make sure you find that balance, because if your home or social life starts to suffer, then your work life suffers, and same vice versa. So I'm going to pull one more card for what's undermining you in November. Eight of Rainbows, ordinariness, and the moon. The Judgment card. Yeah, use good judgment. Use good judgment for yourself a lot. I feel like your spirit guides and your friends and family are waiting for you to listen to this wake-up call, and use good judgment for yourself to move forward in balance. Not to go too far into this, not to go too forward not to go too far into one direction, to make sure to stay grounded in reality and not to become too fiery or impulsive through your changes and your evolutions, because obviously when a snake sheds its skin, it's going to feel uncomfortable, or when one of those little snails has to change their shell because it becomes too tight, it's not, you know. So just make sure you keep harmonious, balanced relationships with others, and be willing to reconcile and be devoted to some kind of spiritual work or practice to keep yourself balanced and clear, to keep your illusions out of the way, and know when to protect yourself and know when to be open and loving, finding that balance. So use good judgment. Let's clarify the Fortune's Wheel for suggested action. Woohoo! Suggested action for Scorpio, Fortune's Wheel, November reading. Nothingness. So this is definitely, so I feel like you definitely fear the calm. It kind of puts you in a loop, like my tongue right now. When things are changing, I feel like you are like, oh, this is another cycle, right? So through every single cycle, there is a lesson, and even during those calm moments, and out of what is apparently nothing, a lot of something can be happening. So I feel like this action recommended is telling you to embrace this cycle, embrace the calm, maybe silence your mind a little bit more so that you can understand these lessons and clearly see what's happening and why the cycles are happening and what they're teaching you. Work it through your love, through your heart space, so you can understand your inner secrets and inner workings and what the karma is teaching you. A lot can happen from nothing. Clarify fortune's wheel and nothingness. Page of Cups. Definitely open yourself up more. Open yourself up to spiritual messages. Open yourself up to love from either family, friends. If you're going to be impulsive in any way, be impulsive in the way that fits you most, Scorpio. With the love. This is an action recommended. So do the spiritual work. Tap back into your, water is spirit and emotion and love. So tap back into that and understand these cycles moving forward with all of the lessons that you learned. And learn something from the nothingness, because it's something to teach you what to change. 5. What to change. What you can change to keep your karma's, your fortune's wheel on the right track and not clogged up. You don't want your fortune's wheel to be gunked up. So let's clarify 8 of air for you, Scorpio, for your outcome. 8 of air for Scorpio, please. Patience. 7 of rainbows. Even though things are unknown for her, sure, she's pregnant. She knows she's pregnant, clearly, but she doesn't know the exact weight. She doesn't know. Back in the day, you didn't know what sex it was. There was a lot that wasn't known, but there is an abundance. Spirit is taking care of her. There is abundance of resources around her. If she were to fall backward or lean backward, those flowers would catch her. Understand the cycles that you have been through, these cycles here, and be patient with your learning. Be patient with even your doubts. Be patient with those. Know that, some of these things are a lot of mind illusion and mind traps. Know that you can free yourself at any time. Just be patient with your growth. Be patient with our human condition. Our human condition limits us in some ways, so be patient with that. And I feel like your outcome is you're going to have a lot more patience with that mind chatter. Towards the end of November, you're going to be a lot more content and understanding of these doubts and at peace with it, because she has such a smile, calm energy here. One more card for Scorpio's outcome, please. The Star card in reverse. So don't forget to move towards your healing. If you need to step away for a minute from anything, if you need to step away and clear your water. Because how can we make clear, loving, mindful decisions if our water is clogged up or contaminated? It will poison our brain and our abilities to have any confidence or make clear decisions or have clear thoughts. So try to walk away and clear your water. Do some inner alchemy, some meditation, or some dream work. Definitely keep yourself to the point where you are nice, watery, open, grounded, and patient and balanced. Don't be too much in your headspace. I think that, you're riding the line towards the end of the month, and I'm just trying to be honest because I don't want to, I don't want to lie to you. Just be careful of losing your balance in your mind space. The action recommended is be your watery, open, loving, spiritually tapped in self. Even when the waters get even when someone rocks your boat, when the waters get rocky, trust in your lessons that you learned in your karmic lessons. And the thing, know that things are in the works for you, happening, even if it seems like nothing's happening. Don't get too much in your headspace, and don't be afraid of the ordinary. One gem Archangel card for Scorpio, November reading. Ooh. Archangel Zadkiel, I am safe. I have constant protection surrounding me, deflecting anything that is not for my highest good. I have the courage and self-confidence to create my world, and it is easy for me to take action, moving forward in life with enthusiasm. Copper, do you need some motivation to transform your reality? Do you find your mind wandering when you are trying to stay focused? If so, you need to find your passion and begin experiencing the rewards that come with living it. Do what you love. Prosperity is yours, but you must take action. Yep. Keep yourself, wait. Well, whatever. You know what's best for you. How to keep yourself motivated and how to transform your reality. It just takes a little bit of play sometimes, right? For some of us. And you're safe to do so. You have the abilities and capabilities. As long as you stay grounded in reality and not too impulsive, you are unstoppable. One card for Scorpio, please. November guidance. Arabian Oryx. So this is one of my personal shields. Arabian Oryx is basically telling you to take the leap. To take the leap while grounded in reality. You might, for some of you, have business ventures that you have been thinking about for some time, and for some reason you just haven't stepped out with it. But it's time, because I feel like many of you have prepared yourself. Many of you have learned a lot of lessons through these cycles. You have went through big changes. Don't resist those changes. Don't resist those lessons. It's time to use the good judgment and work hard on something. Work hard on something that's very, very important to you. Take that leap. Make sure that you stay grounded and listen to your intuition and your guides, your spirit guides, and the lessons that you have been taught. Know to walk away and clear your water. Surround yourself with a little bit of lightheartedness. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Donate if you feel so inclined. Thank you so much.